So first problem. A farmer has enough money to build only 100 meters of fence. What are the dimensions of the field he can enclose this maximum area? So ang atong i-maximize is ang area. So since maximum area man siya, ang gibutan din sa question. First is let's draw an illustration of the fence. Rectangular fence. So, mo ni siya. Pani. And para magkuha to ang dimension, first, kuha natin sa ito ang perimeter or the measurement of all sides. So, P is equal to 2x plus 2y since 2 man ka x diri, tas 2 pod ka y diri. Atong i-change ang P into 100 since 100 meters man in diri. So, 102x plus 2y. And since usa naman ito variable dapat later sa pag-maximize sa area, atong i-isolate ang y para usa na lang atong mabilin na variable. So, 100 minus 2x is equal to 2y since atong manggi transpose ang 2x diri. So, itong gi-transpose din ni. Kaya muna siya na siya dira. And then, divide both sides with 2 to cancel out the 2 here and here. So, may mong 50 minus x is equal to y. So, muna siya yung first equation. Next is maximum area. So, ang equation sa area is a is equal to x times y. So, muna siya second equation. And after makuha ni maning duha ka equation, i-substitute ang equation 1 sa equation 2. So, a is equal to x. Ang value sa y, which is 50 minus x. So, 50 minus x. Distribute x here and then here. So, 50x minus x squared. After that is differentiate the area with respect to x. So, dA over dx is equal to ddx 50x minus x squared. So, may mo na lang siyang 50 minus 2x. And sa pag-maximize and minimize, kani siya, imo na siya i-equate into 0. After that, transpose 2x dire para makuha ang value sa x. So, 2x minus is equal to 50 and then divide both sides with 2. So, cancel, then so x na mabilin, and then 50 divided by 2 is 25 meter. So, substitute x in equation 1, which is 50 minus x. So, y is equal to 50 minus 25 is equal to y equal to 25 meter. Thus, the size of the field, the value of the x and the y is 25 meter, both. So, the size of the field is 25 meter times 25 meter. So, let's move on to problem number 2. A fencing is limited to 20 feet length. What is the maximum rectangular area that can be fenced in using 2 perpendicular corner sides of an existing wall? So, mag-draw sa tag illustration and kani mo siya ang illustration. So, kaning orange ang existing wall and kani siya nga line is ang fence. So, x is for our width and y is for our length. So, a fencing is limited to 20 feet. So, x plus y is equal to 20 feet. Next is, what is the maximum rectangular area? So, ang maximum rectangular area. So, ang area mao ni ang ato ang i-maximize or gi-maximize. But first, ato sa siyang i-simplify para later on, sa pag-solve nato sa area, usa na lang ato ang variable. So, let's transpose x diri, y is equal to 20 minus x. So, muna siya ito ang first equation. First equation ni siya. Equation number 1. So, again, maximum rectangular area. And ang equation sa area, rectangular area is A is equal to x times y. So, muna siya ito ang equation number 2. Now, let's substitute equation 1 in equation 2. So, kabaluman ta nga ang equation 1 is A is equal to x times y. So, A, x, and ang values x, 20 minus x. So, distribute. 20x minus x squared. So, nanataan ni. Next is differentiate. So, differentiate area with respect to x. So, dA over dx, ddx, 20x minus x squared. So, dA, dx, differentiate ani is 20 minus 2x. So, ato ni siya, kari siya, para ma-maximize na to, ato ning ang area later on, is ato siyang i-equate into 0. So, 20 minus 2x. And, i-distribute na to ang 2x diri. So, wala na siya, no? So, may siyang 2x is equal to 20. And divide both sides with 2. So, magkakwanta og x is equal to 10. And since na naman tayo value sa x, makuha na pa nato ang value sa y. So, let's substitute the value of x, which is 10, in equation 1. So, ang equation 1 nato is kani y is equal to 20 minus x. So, y is equal to 20 minus ang value sa x. So, 10. So, ang value sa y is 10. Now, to solve for the area, tong maximum rectangular area, so, balik na po ta aning equation 2. So, atong substitute na to ang value sa x o y sa equation 2 para makuha na to ang value sa area. So, A is equal to x times y, value sa x, 10, and then, ang value sa y, 10. Ay, kani siya kay fit ni siya. Kanipod. So, fit. So, 10 times 10 is equal to 100 feet squared. So, muna siya ang value sa area. Third problem. A box is to be constructed from a piece of zinc 20 square inches by cutting all squares from each corner and turning up the zinc from the inside. What is the volume of the largest box that can be constructed? So first, let's draw the illustration of the box. So muna siya ang illustration. And since cutting equal squares from each corner, so muna siyang nasa yung ani. And let's assume that each corner is equal to x. So x. So 20 square inches. So ang all sides ani niya is 20 inches. So mo siya na 20 dire, 20 dinhi. And if i-turn up nimo nga box, imong isubtract ang kani siya duha nga x sa 20. Similar po dire. So mo siya 20 minus 2x, 20 minus 2x. And if i-turn up na nimo na siya nga box, so kani siya nga 20 minus 2x, dire may mo siya 20 minus 2x, tas ang height which is x, then ang similar dire 20 minus 2x. So what is the volume of the largest box? Volume is equal to length times width times height. Ang length is equal to 20 minus 2x, similar sa width, and then ang height, which is ang x. So transpose. So 400 minus 40x minus 40x plus 4x squared times x, which is kani. So transpose x, or distribute x dire apart. So may mo siyang 400x minus 80x squared plus 4x cubed. So muna siya yung first equation. After that, differentiate the volume with respect to x. So dv over dx is equal to ddx 400x minus 80x squared plus 4x cubed. So mahimo ni siyang 400 minus 160x plus 12x squared. And kani siya, para ma-maximize or ma-minimize later is equate nimo ni siyang into 0. And after that is factoring. So i-factor nimo ni. So muna ni siya. And para di ta maglisod, atong if to siyang i-solve separately. So 0 is equal to 4x minus 40. So transpose 40 dire. 40 minus 4x. Divide both sides with 4. So cancel mo ng x na lang. And then 40 divided by 4, 10, which is 10 inches. Similar dire, transpose 10. So 10 is equal to 3x. Divide both sides with 3. So may mo siyang 10 divided by 3 is 3.33 inches squared. And this duwa man siya ka x. So mo siyang ito ibutan nga first as x1 and x2. So if mag-base sa dire 20 minus 2x. So itong gamiton yung value dire nga x, first x, which is 10. So 2 times 10, may mo siya nga 20. And 20 man siya, which is equal siya into 0, which is really possible na ma-equal into 0 ang width. Next is kani ning 3.33, which is kabalo naman jud ta nga dili ni siya ma-equate into 0. O nga pasit nga mo na nga kani nga ato ang gamiton sa pag-substitute para makuha ang volume. So substitute the value of x into the first equation. Just kani dire. So 400 times 3.33 minus 80 times 3.33 squared plus 4 times 3.33 cubed. So 400 times 3.33, 1,332 minus 80 times 3.33 squared, 887.112 plus 4 times 3.33 cube root is equal to 147.704. So ang volume, after nyo man siya makalculate, is 592.59 inches squared. So muna siya ang value sa volume sa largest box that can be constructed. Next problem is a poster is to contain 300 cm square of printed matter with margins of 10 cm at the top and bottom and 5 cm at each side. Find the overall dimensions if the total area of the poster is minimum. So, illustration na pod. Muna siya ito illustration sa poster. And 10 cm margin sa top and bottom. So, 10 cm ni siya dire. And 5 sa each side. So, naday 5. 5 ni siya. So, kani muna itong y. And this is our x. So, 10. So, 20 plus y. 5, 5. 10 plus x. So, let A to total area, and then let AP as the area with the picture. So let's first solve for this. So total area. So A is equal to x and y, diba? X and y. So A is equal to total area, the value of x, which is 10 plus x, 20 plus y. So let's distribute. Mga nang nata ay, so 200 plus 10y plus 20x plus xy. So, kani siya ato ang first equation number 1. Next is AP, which is the area with the picture. So, AP is again x times y. So, AP, which is kani, diba? Poster is to contain 300 of printed matter. Area with a picture man. So, 300 into x, y. Ano siya? And then, let's divide both sides with x. So, x. Cancel out. So, may mo siyang 300 over x equal to y. And para mas dili siya complicated, ito na siyang i-rearrange. So, 300 over x. Muna siya to ang equation number 2. Now, let's substitute equation number 2 in equation number 1. So, A is equal to 200 plus 10 value sa ato ang y. Since y man ni siya, value na to is 300 over x plus 20x plus x. 300 over x. So, cancel. Now, A, add 300 and 200 here. So, may mo siyang 500 plus 10 times 300 is 3,000 over x plus 20x plus 20x. So, muna siya to ang equation number 3. Now, mag-differentiate na punta. Differentiate. So, let's differentiate area, which is with respect to x. So, kani siya itong gamiton. dA over dx. dx 500 plus 60 over x plus 20 x. So, 0. Normally, magayad mo siya taog quotient rule para ani. Pero, para mas madali na to, ito na siyang, so, square that to ang denominator and then copy the numerator but with different size, sign. So, negative. So, x squared 300, this is 3,000 plus 20. And kani siya, again, i-equate na pa nato siya into 0. And kani siya, ato niya siyang i-transpose diri. So, may mo siyang positive 3,000 over x squared is equal to 20. And para dili complicated, ato niya siyang i-multiply both sides with x squared. So, makancel out ng x squared diri. Tapos kani siya, may mo na siyang 3,000 is equal to 20x squared. So, para makuha ito ang value sa x squared, ito sa siyang i-divide both sides with 20. Both sides with 20. So, cancel. May muna siyang 150 is equal to x squared. So, since x squared mo na siya, atong silang i-rearrange para dili kayo complicated. So, x squared to 150. So, kung ano to ang square root sa 150. So, may mo ni siyang x is equal to 12.24 centimeter. Now, i-substitute na po nato ang value sa x sa equation number 2, which is kani equation number 2. So, substitute x to 12.24 centimeter in equation 2. So, y is equal to 300 over 12.24. So, may mo siyang 24.5 centimeter. So, thus, the dimension, since nakuha naman ito ang x o y, dimension of the poster is, so, ang x, diba, kay 10 plus x. So, 10 plus value sa x, 12.24. Then, 20 plus value sa y, 24.5. Or, pwede nga, 22.24 centimeter by 44.5 centimeter. So, muna siya ang dimension. So, next is, water is flowing into a conical cistern at the rate of 8 cubic meter per minute. If the height of the inverted cone is 12 meter and the radius of its circular opening is 6 meter, how fast is the water level rising when the water is 4 meter deep? So, rate of 8 cubic meter per minute. So, the differential of the volume with respect to time is 8 cubic meter per minute. And volume ni siya since cube man. So, the volume of the inverted cone is 1/3 times base pi r squared times height. So, muna siya equation 1. So, if kani siya ang water level, so man siya ang radius, kani siya ang height, and by ratio and proportion, 6 over divided by 12 is equal to r divided by h is equal to 1/2 equal r over height. And express ato ang radius as r is equal to h over 2. So, mo siya equation number 2. Now, let's substitute equation number 2 in equation number 1. So, v is equal to 1/3 pi ang value sa r, which is h over 2 squared times height. So, may man siyang volume is equal to 1/3 pi h squared over 4 height, which is h. So, volume is equal to pi over 12 height h cube. Next is let's differentiate. So, differentiate natin eh. So, volume, differentiate of volume with respect to time is equal to d dt pi over 12 h cube. So, dv dt is equal to, na differentiation na niya is r ay 3 pi over 12 h squared dh dt. Now, let's substitute dv dt with 8, since 8, diba? And h with 4. So, 8 is equal to 3 pi over 12. H is equal to 4 squared dh dt. Now, 8 is equal to 3 and 12. Mag-convert tayo into 1/4. Diba? Plus times r times pi. So, pi. Kaya siya 16. dh dt. So, 8. 16 pi over 4 dh dt into 8 4 pi dh dt. Now, let's divide both sides with 4 pi. So, 8 4 pi is equal to dh dt, since makancel out man yung 4 pi dire. So, 8 is equal to 4 times 3.1416 dh dt is equal to 0.64, then equal to dh dt. So, i-arrange na to siya para mas di siya complicated ang tawon. 0.64. So, per minute, meter per minute. So, mo na siya speed, or usa siya how fast the water level is rising. Next is water is pouring into a conical vessel 15 deep and having a radius of 3.75 cm across the top. If the rate at which the water rises is 2 cm per second, how fast is the water flowing into the conical vessel when the water is 4 cm deep? So, mao ni siya ang atong illustration sa conical vessel. So, 3.75 ang radius niya sa kalendere. So, 3.75 at ang yang height, tipok height sa conical vessel, or kani siya sa cone, since cone loop man siya, is 15. And kani sa water flowing, the conical vessel is, so ano siya ang water flowing na ang height niya, ang radius niya. So since so mo man siya ayahang look, so magkwanta og volume, which is similar pod sa 1/3 times base pi r squared times height. And by ratio and proportion, 3.75 divided by 15 is equal to r over h. So, may mo na siyang r is equal to h over 4. And kanin siya equation 1 ni, tas kani equation 2. So, substitute equation 2 in equation 1. So, substitute in equation 1. So, V is equal to 1/3 pi value of R h over 4 squared h. So, let's differentiate both sides with respect to time. So, may mo na siyang dv dt is equal to 3 pi over 48 h squared dh dt. So, let's substitute dh dt with 2 cm and h with 4 cm or 4. So, 4 dire. So, dh dt 2 dv dt yung pi over 16 8 2. So, may mo na siyang calculate mo na siya, tapos may mo na siya nga dv dt is equal to 6.28 centimeter cube per second. So, maon siya. Next is water is pouring into a swimming pool. After t hours, there are t plus square root of t gallons in the pool. At what rate is the water pouring into the pool when t is equal to hours? So, let's first draw an illustration of the swimming pool. So, swimming pool, and then water is pouring, and so t is equal to 9 hours. So let's let q equal to the rate of discharge in gallons per hour. So, Q is equal to T plus square root of T. Next, let's differentiate both sides with respect to time or T. So, differentiate. So, dq over dt, so ddt t plus t plus square root of t. So, may mo na siyang dq dt, may mo na siyang 1 and then plus 1/2 and square root of t. Now, let's substitute t with 9 hours since 9 hours meaning din he. So, dq over dt is equal to 1 plus 2 square root of 9. So, may mo na square root of 9. So, may mo na siyang dq dt 1 plus 1 Square root of 9 is 3, so 3 times 2 is 6. So, at what rate is the water pouring into the pool when T is equal to 9 hours? So, the rate is equal to dq dt is equal to 7/6 gallon per hour. So next problem. A balloon is rising vertically over a point A on the ground at the rate of 15 feet per second. A point B, the ground level, width and 30 feet from A. When the balloon is 40 feet from A, at what rate is its distance from B changing? So first draw sa illustration. So a balloon is rising vertically over point A. So point A, yun atong balloon. A point B, the ground level, width and 30 feet from A. So, distance sa A sa point B is 30 feet. So, mag-draw sa ito ning i-connect diri. So, natay hypotenuse. So mas makita na ito diri nga natay right triangle. So, sa pag-solve, mag-use to Pythagorean theorem. So, S squared is equal to 30 squared, kinang given diri, plus S1 squared. So, S squared is equal to 30 squared plus given sa S1, which is 15 times squared. So 30 times 30, 900 plus 15 times 15, 225 the squared. So muna siya first equation number 1. Next is, let's differentiate both sides with respect to time. So, ito siyang i-differentiate. So, pag-differentiate, diba? Differentiate both sides with respect to time. So, pag-differentiate so S squared, differentiate na to, may mo ni siyang 2S ds S is equal to differentiation sa 900 is 0 plus, so kani may mo ni siyang 450 t, so dt over dt kani siya with respect to time man, so ds over dt ni siya. So next is, let us divide both sides with 2s. So after ma-divide both sides with 2s, so ma-cancel out ng 2s diri, so mabalin na lang is ds over dt equal to, so divide both sides with 2s, diba? So ma-divide ni siya into 225 time over s, mabili ng s. So muna siya equation nato number 2. Next is, diba na diri kay when the balloon is 40 feet from A, at what rate is its distance from B changing? So when the balloon, diba? So when S1 is equal to 40, so ato siyang gamiton tong S1 is equal to 15, diba? Dapat 15 time kani siya dere. So ato i-change into 40 ning S1 is equal to 15 time. So after ani, let's divide both sides with 15 to cancel out 15 here para time na lang ang mabilin. So after na ma-cancel out and ma-solve ni siya, kinatay 2.667 second, di ba? Kay time man. So, time na mabilin. So, ato saan siyang i-rearrange siya para dili siya lisod lang taon. 2.667 second. So, next let's substitute this value in equation number 1, which is kani. Equation number 1 manin nato. So, substitute 2.667 in equation 1. So, S2 is equal to 900 plus 225. So, ang substitute, 2.667 second squared. So, next is, after ito siyang makalculate, makakwanta og 2,500. So, S squared go to 2,500. Kani siya. Wala na siya. Yan siya second. Ito na siya. Kanira siya. So, after ani, para S na nato mabilin, ito siyang i-square root kani siya. So, after aning ma-square root yung 2,500, o kani siya, mabilan tawag S equal to 50 feet. So, after that, let's substitute, again, 2.667 that time, and this value here in equation 2. So, ito na pong i-substitute niya siya. So, let's substitute kani value sa time 2.667 and value sa S 50 sa equation 2. So, ds dt is equal to 225 times 2.667 over 50. So, after makalculate nato ni siya, natay result nga ds dt is equal to 12 feet per second. So, this is the answer. So, ngayon naman about that, what rate is its distance from B changing? So, when the balloon is 40 feet from A, at what rate is its distance from B changing? So, it changes 12 feet per second.